Hi, ladies. I wanted to take a moment to share more with you about the balanced method of healthy living that I teach in all of my programs, whether you purchase a self guided program or you are part of my group coaching program in the inner circle, or if we do one on one individual coaching. And this is a method that I have created that I have worked with people over the years who are extremely busy, have very demanding careers, have a lot of responsibilities at home, and just have a lot on their plate. And these are really the basics that we need to get back to when we're thinking about how do we get back to our healthy lifestyle and our health and our fitness and our wellness and those types of goals. So what I really focus on is these 7 different pillars. We don't focus on all of these at once. We pick one and we work on it and then we move on to the next one. So the balance method is this. B stands for build strength through movement. So we really focus on strength training, getting movement every single day, making sure that we're moving our bodies and not just sitting at our desks all day and working so hard, but we want to make sure that we're getting up, we're getting that movement, we're not sitting in the same position all day. So B is to build strength through movement. A is to get adequate hydration and thinking about how much water we are drinking throughout the day, making sure that we're getting adequate hydration. It can really help with hunger levels and our energy levels. It helps with a ton of different things. So we really focus on adequate hydration. Next is to lower stress levels. And I know this one is easier said than done. Sometimes people say, like, well, just don't worry about it. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, don't worry about it. And so sometimes it's easier said than done to lower our stress levels, but we really go over some strategies on what are some actual ways that we can help to reduce and lower our stress levels, given that we can't just get rid of all of the stress in our life. We can't get rid of the things that are causing stress all the time, but we can have some strategies to help deal with some of that stress. The second A is adequate sleep and recovery. So this is a couple of different things. So making sure that we're getting enough sleep, that we're going to bed at a decent hour, we're getting up at a decent hour, and then while we're sleeping, we're getting good sleep, but then also making sure that we're getting adequate recovery time. So when we're doing workouts, we want to make sure that we're not doing super hard, intense workouts every single day when we're talking about things like doing Orange Theory or CrossFit type workouts. And we don't want to go balls to the wall every single day. We can certainly do them, but we want to make sure that we're getting enough recovery in between those workouts. And N is nourish your mind and body. This is, again, 2 different things here. So we're really focusing here on nourishing our mind and making sure that the things that we're consuming are really helping us get to our goals and they're positive, and we're making sure that we're paying attention to all of the things that we're consuming, whether it's on social media, books that we're reading, TV shows that we're watching, movies that we're watching, that kind of thing. But also thinking about how are we growing and how are we developing our skills and how are we becoming a better person, things like this. And then nourishing your body is taking a look at what kinds of foods are we eating? What kinds of things are we putting in our mouths? We talk a little bit about adequate hydration already, but the rest of it is what kinds of whole foods are we putting in our body? What kinds of things are we doing to make sure that we're paying attention to how we feel after we eat certain foods, whether we feel really good and energized or we feel, sort of low energy and sluggish, and paying attention to that. C is to create a sustainable plan. So when we're talking about doing these things long term, is what is that strategy that we're going to put in place to make sure that each week we're being reflective of what we have accomplished, the things that worked, the things that didn't work, and making sure that we're moving forward every single day, every single week, every single month. And that when we do get off track, which all of us do, every single one of us does, when we do get off track, what are those strategies that we have in place to get back on the horse and get back on it? And then E is to embrace consistency and accountability and to really be good with the fact that consistency is much more important than perfection, and that we're looking at this as a lifetime thing that we're doing, and it's not intended to be something that we're going to be perfect at all the time, but we're going to shoot for being extremely consistent and year after year after year after year after year, and we're really going to see some really good results when we're consistent for a long period of time, and really embracing accountability and learning how to hold ourselves accountable to our goals and having those strategies in place to reflect and become accountable to yourself, develop that self discipline, develop motivation, things like this. So, this is the balance method. You'll see this all over the place as we do any sort of programs with me, whether you purchase a self-guided program, a group coaching program through our inner circle, or if we're doing one-on-one coaching. So this is the balance method of healthy living.